Hi, so this is Regina White, and I wanted to talk to you about my financial simulation on capital budgeting. What I chose was Doll Video Game, the Toddler Music CD series, and the Young Authors Book Series. I chose some others along the way. As you can see, in 2014, my company APV ended up being 558.49. When we started out in 2009, we were at, for revenue, 245.75, and then as it went through the years, then we grew to 326 million. My operating income went from 22.6 to 38.09, and my net income grew from 13.56 to 22.86. As you can see by my revenue by division, my production here was, I had not the most, but $223 million out of production, and then out of my retail, 229.24, and then my licensing was at 41.88. Let's look at my cash flow statement. We've got a net income in 2014 of 3.49. and I had a depreciation of 6.18, giving me a total of 9.68 for 2014. As you look through the years, 2015, 2016, it continues to grow steadily. Let's see, my project details. I did some high risk stuff, and then I did some lower risk items also. The Grow With Me doll line, I did, that was a projected discount rate of 9%, and I did that at a high risk. My MPV came out at 6.83, my IRR was at 18.52, and the payback period was less than 10 years. My PI ended up being at 1.04, so it was a little better than expected. Some of the other things, designed my own doll. That was also a high risk. My PI on that ended up being at 1.75, and that was also less than a 10-year payback period. Discount rate was also the same at 9%. And let's see some of my other things. This one was a low risk option, a toddler doll accessory line. It was a discount rate of 7.70. My MPV was at 7.15, but my PI ended up being at 11.79, so that turned out pretty good. My financial analysis here. In 2014, we had a debt-free enterprise value of $45 million, and then my 5-year cumulative EBITDA was at 59.77. Let's see, my debt-free cash flow was just at 0.28. So I didn't do as well as I had anticipated. I was trying to shoot for the APV in the 700s, but I ended up at 559. And I did choose different items at different times to try to achieve this, but didn't quite make it. But I think that's an average amount, so I'm not too disappointed by that. And we grew, so our net income was, like I said, at 13.56. We ended up at 22.86, so we grew quite a bit from there. My working capital was a little bit minus in some areas, but we still put money to the bottom line and grew, so I was pleased with that. And let's see, our net income ended up being 1.83 in 2009, and by 2014 we ended up at 3.49, so we almost doubled our net income there, so that was good. Our liabilities and long-term debt was pretty good. And for the most part, I think everything worked out well. And let's see, licensing. We ended up with net income of 8.47 in net licensing in the net income area in 2009, and we grew to 13.09 in 2014. So that was a pretty good investment in the licensing. The projection was only at 2.45 million, but that was in 2009, and then in 2014 we ended up at 6.27 million. So that was a good investment in consolidating production. In the company consolidation, net income was 12.76 million, and we almost doubled that in 2014 to 22.86. So overall, I made some good decisions, and I think that is all I need to discuss. Thank you.